Here we are again at Delight Meadows Garden. It is late summer. It's in the afternoon. It's a cool day. This garden has a lot of Hinoki cypress. This is a golden one, and the edges really pick up the light this time of day. Here's one that's not golden, just green. And there is a lava stone pillar, and the owner had someone drill through them, and they are on metal posts. But the real star here is the weeping blue Atlas cedar, which is right in front of us. It's about 60 feet across. This is one of the best weeping blue Atlas cedars I've ever seen, even pictures on the internet. That's the trunk back there. This has been in the ground here 30 years. And it has been trained on this trellis in this direction, and then towards the residence. It's about 12 feet tall here. And some of these branches go all the way down to the ground. Here is another weeping blue Atlas cedar. And if you notice, there is one main branch going to the right, and that is being trained up onto that crepe myrtle and also onto a wooden support. And you'll notice also there's a smaller branch heading to the left. And that is what you see with this much larger blue Atlas cedar. The main branch is on the right, and then David has trained another branch on the left. This is tremendous. This is a tremendous tree. This serves as a living wall for the entrance to the garden. A lot of gardens have walls, but in this case, the garden is the wall. This is just tremendous and was planned 30 years ago to be like this. Those three trees there are blue Atlas cedars, but they are not weeping, they are upright. They were planted about 30 years ago when they were about 5 feet tall. And David keeps the lower branches because they contrast well with the reddish color of this Japanese maple. Here's a crepe myrtle, probably dynamite. And we have a little pathway here we're going to follow. You see some hostas in bloom. And I don't know what that blue tree is. And here you see another angle. There are several lava rock towers in the garden, and I like the contrast of this tree with its sprays of green with the rough lava rock. So we have these towers, but here is also lava stone serving as an edge with sedum and Henoki cypress planted in it and other plants. It looks very natural. I've seen this many times, and this is the first time I'm realizing this little rock garden area was planned. Even moss growing in this little area. I hear some thunder in the distance, but it's not going to make it here today. This is a crepe myrtle. And now we will enter the garden. Here's a shallow pot with a cypress, some lava rock, smooth rock, and a variety of plants growing: sedum, ajuga, moss. And this in itself is an artwork. I've never really just looked up to see this living wall. And now we've entered this place, quiet and peace, a place for meditation. Here is a sculpture reminding us to imagine. And David also says this is a reminder to keep balance in life. We're entering a very shady part of the garden. And this is one of many meditation areas. There are so many good views in this garden. My screen is just filled with waterfall, crepe myrtle, Japanese maples. You see the play of light in this Japanese maple. It's been pruned to allow you to see the structure, the beautiful meandering structure of the branches. And we can just look back. From the entranceway we came. You see the sun setting in the west. And this is a very cool part of the garden with the blue Atlas cedars in the front, the 3 of those. And then we have several large Japanese maples. You can see the diameter of the trunk, and it goes up 25 feet, perhaps more. Creates a lot of shade here, and probably at this time of day is when we're getting the most sun, because the sun is in the west cutting into this normally deep shade area. There's a lot of perennial geranium in this garden, which drowns out the weeds. Rhododendron, hydrangea, and this is a beautiful scene right here with the light falling on this Japanese maple, and the breeze is very gentle and nice. Make sure you come back when I do a video in October, November, when all of these Japanese maples are in full color. The green ones often have spectacular color. In midsummer, there are some great blue hydrangeas in front. These hostas are looking great for late summer. This variety is in bloom. There's just so many in bloom that it fills your field of view with blue. This is about 20 feet by 20 feet of hosta. And here we have a dry riverbed. This hydrangea has faded to a nice pink color. And we come upon the large pond. In this pond you see there are several waterfalls, all made to look very natural, but this was all designed. The way those rocks edge out, creating that waterfall. This was all designed. Large rocks were put on purpose in the bed, and then you see a bridge in the background.